Welcome to Oldsmob 455. We're back on this bike. We're gonna finish it off here today. We determined that that cover was shorting out on something up here on this ignition switch, and it might have been when it was vibrating. Maybe I'll turn this so it's in this one as much as I can, and then we're gonna cut a disc and put it over it to insulate it.
That, and then we got to work on the kickstand so it doesn't droop.
We were riding it around, the kickstand was just coming down. Then we got to put the air cleaner on. I think that's about it. Coffee container. And I'm just gonna do a 3-inch hole saw and then a 2-inch hole saw. Here's what I came up with. I could clean this up better, but I put a little bit of tape over the connections too. I think that'll suffice to insulate it. I might have to notch it here where the shroud is for these lights. I stuck the screws on there with some Loctite. I think you're supposed to bend these tabs over to keep the screws from backing out. I don't know if I showed it, but I put a ball valve in the fuel line too, so that petcock isn't sealing. This air cleaner has like a spring in it. Keeps tension on this cover. Clicked right on there. Looks pretty nice.
So what ended up happening is when this thing was damaged, everything was twisted and we straightened it up and it didn't look correct when we sanded it and painted. So we went to go use it and the clutch broke. So now it's got to be re-welded.
She sapped right out the front here. We're just gonna take this whole bracket off and weld it on the bench. Welded her hot, added a little bit on the top to make it stronger. We're just gonna paint it, good to go. Here's our primary cover. We noticed it was rubbing up in front here, especially when you try to put the kickstand up. So I just ovaled these out by like 1/8 of an inch. Try to get some more forward movement on it. Here it's filming. Try to lean back, eh?
Well, I mean, just try to hook way back like you're really cool about it. You got riding all the time. When you're leaning forward, it looks like a kid on a mini bike for the first time.
Well, that's how I feel. Right. All right.
So it's zoomed all the way out?
Yeah.
And getting used to that foot clutch is a little bit hairy. But there's guys that I know that have them little Z bars or Hollywood bars they call them, or Frisco bars for going in between cars. And you got to shift like this. This guy pops wheelies with a foot clutch and rides wheelies and shifts.
To do something with this, it's coming down. I think we're just gonna make a hook cord, like a bungee cord.
So this is the clutch in?
Yes.
Then you gotta get all the slack out of the throttle.
That second gear is really calling it. I can't imagine how fast you can go 130 in that thing. Probably more than the bike is even capable of handling.
I'll tell you one thing that's dorky is your mind's not thinking like this. You're not used to riding a bike like this. I'd put the clutch in and I'd shift it and then I'd forget about re-engaging it. It's a lot to keep going. Well, we got little chips, and we were just noticing that the brake when you put it on, it actually makes contact with this. So then I tried to adjust it. We had a board in there, trying to pry this out a little ways, and it scratched the rim there.
I don't think that was enamel paint there, but saved all the paints and just mixed up a little bit of touch-up paint. Well, she's completely done. I'll probably have one last video with the owner of this bike when he gets to see it for the first time in person. You can see over here we took the door off the Cutlass. Finally working on this car again. Got her up here. This is really for any of my regular subscribers. Bunch of cracks in it. Got to patch that. If you remember, we did the other side and patched that speaker hole. Can't even hardly tell. So really looking forward to working on this car again and moving this project along. I imagine it's going to take another year or two to finish this, but that's the way it goes. I did do a little sanding on the front, and it looks like there's a white stripe on there. And I don't know if that's paint or decal or what, but mine gold with white stripe. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. I've seen mine gold with black stripe. So maybe somebody put that on there, I don't know. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching.